And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run. This is Hunt. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Wilson. And Rudolph has it left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Don't take forever, okay?
This is Hunt. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Completes it to Lee. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Play action. It's Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's what we're used to seeing. From him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Good. Hey, 47. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Evans. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Wilson. Now he's forced out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain this.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The son Reddick in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Prescott now on second down. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Play action. Now Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another.
And he's going to go down again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. The first throw now for the backup, Keenum. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now back out comes the offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now it's the backup Keenum. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. And a huge play that time. And even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Gun. Go, get out.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Keenum throwing on second. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Does look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here now the offense heading back out there. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Prescott. Evans has it left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Here you go.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So that one will be accepted. The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. Here's Keenum to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
46.
Final play of the half, Prescott. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
46. Gun. 26.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And touchdown! Dante Pettis, his 21st touchdown of the season. And this offense continues to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now he's flushed out right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Keenum on first down. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Down.
Out of the gun, Keenum. Forced out, and he coughed it up. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
To throw is Prescott. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really.
It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Let's go, let's go. Roger.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point try good by Gano. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go, 46.
To the air again, Prescott. Going up top for Miller. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 1st down, it's Keenum. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, 47. Hey, switch is 8. We go 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Thompson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Ryan Shazier. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, go, Roger. Hey, Roger.
From the gun, here's Keenum. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, go, Roger. Hey, orange.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now here's Rick. Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
46.
Prescott on 1st down. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
46.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Hey, 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, go Rodgers. Hey, orange. 22.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Keenum. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10.
22. Hey, go Rodgers.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. He's going to loft one deep over, and that's caught inside the 35. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears claw one back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about beat.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Swing to the fit, right. To the right. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
Second down, Prescott. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Prescott going deep this time for Miller. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there on third down. And even 40 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
There you go.
A second down throw for Prescott. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short. To throw is Prescott. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Down. Hey, go, Roger. Down. 22.
Keenum will try again on second down. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus on the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
22.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Airing this one out for Evans. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. They got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, a 22.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Prescott yet again. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. 46.
And again, it's Prescott. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Throwing here, Prescott. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
But in that case, run it up.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.